His father had worked for 3 days just to trade for a single potato. Having starved for 7 days himself, the father didn't eat it. Instead, he brought it home for his son to enjoy. However, the son did the unthinkable. He threw the potato onto the ground and crushed it with his foot. He wasn't wasting food, he was planning for a massive harvest. You see, the man possessed a spirit spring space. Wolfberries planted there grew as large as tomatoes, and potatoes sprouted in 3 minutes, matured in 5, and yielded 50 per plant. In less than a day, he already owned over 10,000 pounds of potatoes. After selling a batch at the black market, he was about to leave when an uninvited guest blocked his path. "Little brother, do you have any wolfberries? I'll give you 15 pounds of meat stamps and $30 for just half a pound of fresh ones." In the 1960s, $30 was an amount a common person would take at least half a year to save. "Big brother, look at these. Are they fresh enough for you? Can I hold one in my hand? Of course, you should taste one too." These wolfberries, not only are they massive, they are delicious, better than an apple. Shijiu thought to himself, "This is my lowest grade of stock, and you're this happy? If I showed you the high-grade ones, you'd have a heart attack." "They are delicious because they are top tier. I gathered these deep in the mountains, literally stealing them from the mouths of tigers and wolves. You aren't from the mountains, so you wouldn't understand what deep mountains really mean." "I won't lie to you, I'm not from the mountains, so I don't know the situation there, but these are undeniably high quality. Tell you what." The man paused and gritted his teeth. "I'll add another 5 pounds of meat stamps and $10 more. What do you think of that price?" Shijiu realized this man was a lead, a valuable contact. Buying wolfberries wasn't just a one-time deal. Based on his accent and tone, he was likely a police officer from the city with a wide network. If Shijiu overcharged him now, he'd lose a long-term buyer. "We mountain folk are honest," Shijiu said. "I won't hike the price. I'll stick to the 15 pounds of meat stamps and $30 for half a pound." This unexpected honesty caught the man, Liu Junjung, off guard. "Your quality is so good. I can't let my conscience cheat you. You go into the mountains often and face wild beasts. This military bayonet has been with me on the battlefield for years. I am giving it to you." Shijiu was stunned. He tried to give a discount, and in return, he got a legendary weapon. "Thank you. Since the weight was a bit short, I'll give you the rest." He grabbed 2 more handfuls for the officer. "That's everything I have. It's definitely more than half a pound." "Little brother, here is the money and the stamps. Count them." "No need." Shijiu put his hand in his pocket, but in reality, he transferred the money and stamps into the first layer of the Pagoda Space. "By the way, could you tell me your name? If anyone asks where I got this bayonet, they might report me for illegal possession." "Good point. This is the Victory Commune, right? Director Zhao of the local police station was my comrade in arms. He recognizes this bayonet. If anyone gives you trouble, find him. Tell him Liu Junjung from the county bureau gave it to you." It was as Shijiu suspected. Liu Junjung was high-ranking police from the county. After saying goodbye, Shijiu tallied his harvest. Nearly a pound of wolfberries got him 15 pounds of meat stamps and $30. Combined with the potatoes, he now had 220 pounds of grain stamps, $36, and most importantly, a powerful connection in the city. When he got home, he saw his father, Zhang Baozhu, and his 9 sisters returning. "The communal canteen is a disgrace. A whole day's work for a bowl of soup so thin you can count the corn kernels. Thank goodness Xiao Yu roasted those potatoes or we wouldn't have made it." "Yes, 7th sister. After eating that potato, I didn't even feel the cold." Xiaoyu, are you feeling better today? Look what I got while chopping wood. He pulled out a dead wild chicken. It's a shame my body is failing. I threw a branch as the chicken flew, but years ago it wouldn't have escaped. We would have had meat. Shijiu felt a pang of sorrow. His father had exhausted his body to raise 10 children and send them to school. Dad, you are the strongest in my heart. I will make sure you get your strength back. I'm old and useless, son. I coughed so hard today the captain didn't let me work, so there are no potatoes today. I'm sorry, Xiaoyu. Dad, don't worry. Everything will be fine. I found some wolfberries at the foot of the mountain and sold them to a man from the city for a high price. Here is 10 pounds of meat stamps, $20, and 100 pounds of grain stamps. He held back some so he wouldn't scare them. Even so, the family was shocked. Mom, take this to the commune tomorrow. Buy some meat. Let's improve our meals and help Dad recover. My son, you've really grown up, his mother cried, hugging her daughters. There's more. I bought wontons, flour, rice, and 100 pounds of potatoes. It should last us a while. The family looked where he pointed. There was a pile of food waiting. You all rest, I'll cook the wontons. That night, Shijiu entered the pagoda. He harvested the potatoes and wolfberries and tried something new. He planted an egg. He wondered if eggs would grow into wild chickens the way potatoes multiplied. The next morning, he went to his aunt and uncle's house to deliver roasted potatoes, but he was met with the sound of screaming and cursing. You think you can stop me from cutting the line? You're nothing but a barren woman who can't produce an heir. The widow Wang was standing there, hands on her hips, glaring at Shijiu's second aunt. Zhang Baoqiang, you coward! If you had any guts, you'd divorce this woman who can't lay an egg. Shijiu pushed through the crowd with his sack. Widow Wang, cutting the line was your fault, and now you're at their door cursing? Go home. Don't act like a hero. I'm not someone you can bully. Second Uncle Zhang Baoqiang stayed silent, while Second Aunt Li Xiaohua sobbed. Listen, Wang, cutting in line at the canteen because you're greedy. My aunt didn't move, so you attack her with these vile words? If your dead husband could hear you, he'd never find peace. You dare curse me? Shijiu stepped forward and slapped her across the face twice. Your family is a bunch of beggars. You only want to cut the line for food. We may be poor, but we have dignity. My aunt followed the rules, and we aren't as poor as you think. We have money for potatoes. Liar! I'm not blind. Your family, penniless. You're dreaming. Shijiu unrolled his sack, revealing the potatoes inside. Then he slapped her 2 more times on the other cheek. Open your blind eyes and look. Now what do you have to say? Defeated and humiliated, Widow Wang stomped away. The crowd dispersed. Inside the house, Shijiu comforted his relatives. Second uncle, Aunt, don't let her ruin your health. Aunt, take these roasted potatoes while they're hot. After returning home, heavy rain fell for days. His mother couldn't go to the market, so Shijiu stayed in his space harvesting massive amounts of potatoes. He now had over 100,000 pounds. The bird egg hasn't changed. I guess the spirit field doesn't affect it. Bored from staying home, he looked at his military bayonet. It's time to head to the back mountains. Maybe I can catch a wild rabbit and finally taste some meat. With the bayonet in his hand, he ventured alone into the dark, rain-soaked mountains.